the zone that you might be able to play out of as it pulls a little bit deeper and deeper into this map. For team one, though, it's been a rotation across the way. Great shots from Joselias to be able to find the crack onto that player. You'll lose Rogue in the process, though. Can you manage to maybe help out your teammate? You got one smoke. You need to do something to try and have the cover that's there. You're just maybe just hoping, living on a prayer that this Jackson can maybe make his way across. There you go. Finally give you some hope. Let Jackson maybe get on up here, join, and play as a duo throughout.
Yeah, these guys now in a 2 versus 3. Of course, the buy is right to their left, so if they do want to utilize it for any particular use, they can do so now. As a matter of fact, their competition here is pretty much rotated away, more or less. I think they're getting pepped up maybe from top white. Yeah, they are, yeah. Team up there, Dragon S and Co. Being a proper nuisance right now to Jose Luis and Jackson. They're just trying to get the hell out of Dodge, but that is not going to let them happen. Now you got team number 40 also starting to get involved in the action as well. And there you go, Jackson not able to get away here. You have just enough money for the buy. And that buy will stay in here long enough that you can make that regen happen. But getting past this point, I think, is going to be a real task here for Jose Luis. You get your teammate back in. Where do you go from here? Because you've got team number 40 and team number 17 right hot on your heels.
Clapper, Aaron, and Shane trying to move on in, but look who is trying to stop them. Kawada, Teamy, and Gorka. They had a fantastic game number 1, currently leading the lobby. Can game number 2 be something of a similar proportions? This is a squad that I think that we've seen perform time and time again. We see them in scrims. We see them playing in big tournaments. So the fact that they are here in a lower round 2, they're probably kicking themselves. It's one of those teams that knows that they shouldn't be down here. We heard Zepti talk about it yesterday, where he said, hey, you know, we knew that we were a team that shouldn't be in this spot, but we didn't let it get to us. All we had to do is perform. We wanted to try and get back to that regional finals, and that squad wants to do something similar. But it looks like for Shane and Aaron, they're going to rotate to a different side. And, well, squad 19, Codley and Stussy, can they manage to maybe gatekeep this team just a little bit? Trying to do a little bit of a high-low right now, but in a 2v3 is going to be very, very tough to make happen. Stussy from the top, he's going to see them rotate around here. Can you catch them out in the open?
Smoke's going down. That's going to help them cross right into the line of sight of Team 24, though. So they are jumping out of the pan and right into the fire. Shane now trying to cross the way again. Stussy keeping an eye from up top. Now going to drop down with his teammate. Knows this is now going to be a gunfight sooner rather than later as Clapper and Co. try to escape this building. So 3 teams in close proximity to one another. Codley going to take the shots here. Now looking to make their... putting their smokes down across the way. Stussy, unfortunately, not going to get away immediately here. So going to have to back on up and keep an eye on team 18 on the minimap. They are making their way over. This is not going to be a 1 versus 1 for long.
No, absolutely not. You get inside, you might just be able to keep your sights up high and find some of these teams who are just trying to make their way on in. I think if you are these two at this point, you want to try and go for a placement, but a slide on out. You take some damage, and look at this. Kawada, Gorka, Teamy, they sense blood in the water. They fly on forward, but Stussy, he's going to be able to find Gorka. Kawada is there for the trade. Goodly, you have to go huge if you want to right now, but you're shooting ghosts in the smoke right now, my friend. It's just not enough. Kawada and Teamy will clean you on up. You lose Gorka in the process, but you've been able to make the wrap. You found your way into the zone just on the outside. You should be sitting pretty for the time being. As everybody starts to move their way into the zone, we are watching squads drop one by one. Only one more team needs to get eliminated if you want to try and get the 1.4 times multiplier. Other than that, you are hanging on to the top 10.
There's just so many nooks and crannies you've got to check here in this final zone as we move forward into zone number 6 here in just a moment. Having the high ground in a situation like this for Kamika, Milo, and Kojad is everything. But there is a team above you that's up top on the big boy building. Now looking down low here, Opticolo and Co. Now potentially down. Vidgo and Poya Jerry also involved in that fight. Mayo's just going to play their life, but there's no more plates left ready to go. So every single fight you take could be a disadvantageous one, but that reposition of the bus might well help you.
I mean, you're just trying to do whatever you can to stay alive here. There are so many teams to heal. 17 squads in a zone that is so tiny. You're going to watch this number just absolutely get deleted and drop from 17 to only a few amount of teams left. It's all about where can you play as a squad? Where can you manage to maybe take some space and get on in? Because look at all of these squads here, Brody. Yeah, they might all have these buildings. None of them are in zone. That's the problem right now. So if you are a team like Marcus, you know, Numb and Scaphology, you have the high ground. Cool. How do you get into the game? How do you get into the zone? So look here, squad number 4, Skinner. We were hyping them up on earlier in the game, and they've managed to claim one of the few buildings that's still here at the end of zone. They're underneath you. Somehow you get to jump off the top for free. I don't know how that is allowed to happen, but hey, you have the rooftop. You can see Connell across the way as well. You might have just managed to save your map.
Yeah, I wonder if Team Control know. I wonder if Team Skinner know that there is a team right above them. They're currently peppering teams across the way. Sniper Pina and Co. and another team right in there. I believe that might be Moonride that was also involved in that fight. So yeah, Sniper Pina down. Moonride had one last replaying player. That's Ghost Andre, who was just sat inside the gas. Yeah, you've got yourself that 1.6 times multiplier, but getting any further that is going to be difficult because you are trying to pepper across the way. You're trying to cross on. I imagine even if you've got a gassy, the chance to cross is starting to move away from you, and that's exactly what's happened. Team number 16 now looking to rotate away here. There's still 7 teams left here in this final zone here, Dandro, as it continues to close in.
I like this rotate. I like this rotate. They could have tried to maybe slay out on some of those teams, but they decide, no, we're going to invest the smokes. We're going to surge on forward. And Uzi, he's going to be the one to make a realization. There's 2 people at the top, and he is paid for it. Absolutely gets smoked on the top. Rexy taken down as well. You did such a good job trying to make this rotation, and it's immediately stopped in its tracks, cut on down. Sati, only one alive. Millsy, he tries to go wide out here into the ravine, but Control Deck slides across, finds 2. Netty keeps alive. Squad 4, they had God position for the entire time, but not for long. Team 24, Netty makes them pay for it. Marcus, Numb, Scaphology, they're still here. They are on top of this building. It's a final 3 teams. You know one team's in the ravine. You can only assume the other one is below you. It's only one final member, though. A 3v2v1. Team 24, they have this map, but it's theirs to throw away.
Yeah, the big issue here, though, for Team 24, though, of course, is, yeah, the zone does pull to them, but if they move out of this little position, they will be peppered from up high, so they have to stay here. You're kind of corralled in. There we go, the gunfight going down. Now, effectively, a 3 versus 2 on the other side. Numb, just trying to lay down here for the moment. Marcus, over the top. They know exactly what to do. The reposition has been made, so now no choice here for Marcus and Numb as that gas starts to encroach to get over, and Numb just down for the count. Marcus, at this point, you are just trying to run away and not give any freebie kills. No points given for free, but Team 24 with that position have done it. They've won game number 2.
Great positioning from them. They take down team number 4, Netty, Drinky, and Lobes. We first saw this scene. We watched that fight happen at police station, and Drinky goes huge for a 2-piece, where they're able to convert that into some fantastic rotations and net the win. We watched that from Codcaster, but let's see what that looked like from their POV.
Just watch it. Watch out behind, Kane. Just watch out behind. One of you watch it.
I'm fine. Third this.
Third it. 3v2.
On the left, heady on the left.
Let him come out of the heady. Watch a far right swing. They're still behind there. I hear him. He's resin. Composure. Died. 3v1. Bend this shit, bro. I can run this shit.
No.
Where it is, bro. Might not give us a kill. Might gone back and not give us a kill. Yep.
Off you get it, boys, man.
13 in the win. Let's go, baby. Super stuff. Come on,
Come on, man.